today's webinar is all about enriching yourself by attending the Ignition Community Conference, or ICC for short. To give you a quick review on what the conference is all about, I'm going to pass the presentation over to Doug.
All right. Thanks, Travis. So this is all about ICC, and I wanted to start off by giving just a little bit of history around the conference itself. So Ignition is all about bringing technology, data, and people together. And when that cross-pollination happens, amazing things happen too. So as a company, some of our deepest insights have come from collaborating with our user community. It's a key part of our development process, and it's a reason we started the conference back in 2013. So back then, we had no idea if anyone would even show up, but we knew we had a lot of brilliant people using the software, and we wanted to see what happened if we got them all together. And what happened actually blew us away, because we saw integrators, end users, technology companies, many of whom were competing with one another, all coming together and sharing ideas, creating partnerships, and innovating new solutions. This community came together around our software platform, but it's grown through its own collaboration, and it's grown really fast. In fact, within a few years of starting the conference, we totally sold out the venue we're hosting in. So to make space, we started using the parking lot. We put a huge tent up. We had seats outside, just to find a little more space to get everyone in. After selling the conference out for 7 years in a row, we had to move the conference to a newer, larger location, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, just to keep up with demand. And while the conference is a catalyst for the growth of the community, they didn't just let the walls of the venue box them in. They created online communities, professional groups, and formed partnerships, all in the spirit of innovation and advancement in automation. Now today, the Ignition community has really become the premier community for innovation in the industrial space. And the conference has become the ultimate destination for learning, networking, and innovation. It's really the best place to see the cutting edge of what's possible in industrial automation today. But let me get a few more perspectives on this point here for a minute. So Travis and Walker, if you could put into just a couple words, what is unique about the Ignition community, what would you guys say?
I think I'll start, and then I'll let Walker follow up here. The Ignition community is an incredible community. It is really about coming together and sharing ideas and really being the thought leaders, the innovators, and thinking about how to leverage cutting edge technology and how to apply that in a practical setting for customers to get value out of it. So it's really cool to be able to come to an event where you get to talk with all these people in that way and really explore the art of the possible. And that's what I really love about this community, and just the collaborative spirit that's out there, the willingness to come together and talk.
Yeah, and I say this all the time, before Ignition was Ignition in 2008, I would always be I'd be working with another platform and I would say, man, if only I could do X. And what I would say to people all the time is Ignition makes X possible. What makes the community so unique is that the community is made up of people who first started by asking themselves, if only I could do X. I wish I could only do X. And so when you go to ICC is a bunch of people who are problem solvers. And what Doug talked about, these are competitors who are working together. Well, that's not by accident. Ignition was the lighthouse that brought the problem solvers together. Inductive automation is the lighthouse that brought the problem solvers together, not the people who focus on market segments and pipelines and building one project and selling it 100 times. It's all the people who want to work on the coolest stuff in the same room. That's what makes it unique. It's a personality thing. It's a values thing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you guys more. And it's really just a unique place and a unique group of people, and you just experience it when you're there. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about who are those people and those companies that come to ICC. So here's a few stats for you. So last year we had over 1,000 attendees from 45 countries. And by the way, we've already got nearly 1,000 attendees registered for this year so far, and 6.5 weeks after the conference. So we're going to far surpass that number. Speaking of attendees, many different types of professionals also come to the conference. So the mix is usually around 50% or so control systems engineers, and a significant portion of those are working for Premier and Gold members of our integrator program. These are the most engaged, top-selling Ignition integrators in the world, renowned for substantial volumes, integration services, and the Ignition software they deploy. Then we have about 35% of Ignition end users, and they're in various roles like IT, plant managers, CEOs, executives, way more. And these folks come from some of the biggest, most recognizable companies in the world: Cisco, ExxonMobil, United Airlines, Newland Brands, many others. So it's a strong mix of folks, and really an amazing group of integration professionals there. There's lots more people there too. There's lots of us there. IA staff, a lot of us come out to the conference. And so if you have been working with us for a while and you got a sales rep or support tech that you really have been dying to meet, or you want to pick the brain of one of our developers, executive team members, this is your chance to do it. They're going to be right there with you. And it's a huge event for us to connect with the community, and it brings a ton of value to both our community members and ourselves for being there. So we also have a lot of tech providers that will be there. We had over 30 who were exhibitors in our conference last year. We have more than that this year. We'll talk a little bit more about what our exhibitors look like. Then we had 50 so speakers last year, and these are Ignition experts, industry thought leaders, integration specialists, way more. So that's an idea of who attends, but what's the experience of the conference like? Well, that's what this webinar is all about today. And I think the theme of this year really captures the essence of what we're trying to do with the experience, which is level up. ICC 2025 marks the largest leap forward in the attendee experience since we started ICC back in 2013. From a whole new venue.
That's the understatement of the year, Doug. It's the understatement of the year.
All right. Well, I'd rather understate it and have people experience it, but it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And frankly, it's been something the community has been asking for a long time. We were elbow to elbow in our old venue and really needed to grow. And this year we've grown. Level up is the theme, but it's more than just about the size of the venue we're in too. We're in the Sacramento Convention Center this year, but level up is also about leveling up your experience. We want everyone who comes to ICC to be able to level up their professional connections, their understanding of the industry, of Ignition, the technology ecosystem growing around the platform, and really what's possible when all of that comes together. So the Safe Credit Union Convention Center is a fully remodeled, state-of-the-art venue. It's got 240,000 square feet of space to grow, and it's right in the heart of downtown Sacramento. It's close to the airport. It's within walking distance of great dining, hotels, entertainment. So you can book your room and just walk over to the conference center and walk over to wherever you need to for the entertainment, just minutes away. The convention center will give attendees plenty of elbow room, and there's going to be plenty of elbows to rub there, plus more room for sessions and networking. It's going to make it a really great home for ICC for years to come. But the biggest reason to come isn't the venue, it's what's happening at the conference. And really what's happening at this year's ICC is the future of industrial automation. And I'm not talking about a vision of the future, but actual Industry 4.0 solutions running in real time. You're not going to hear us talk about what projects are possible in the future. You'll be able to see showcases of real projects that are being used right now, and you get to talk to the people who built them. You won't just see exhibitors showing off a sales demo. You'll actually see them using live data from a virtual factory. Our motto in Inductive Automation is dream it, do it. We believe in empowering ideas and making them happen. And at ICC, you get to see those ideas actually working and talk to the people who made them real. So if you want to come see the future of automation happening in real time, come to ICC.